Polyfest, 50 years. We're talking about high school, so our students, just our young people. It's amazing.
Now, I mean, this is a celebration of Pacifica culture, including Te Ao Māori, of course. That's part of it. But I suppose representing the diversity, this is something which was started in South Auckland communities. And hey, representing South Auckland communities on the show today, very much a celebration of the diversity within all of those cultures. Quite a fun place to be.
Oh, heck yeah. It's funny, as a young father, I have this privilege of not having been too long out of school, and now seeing my own children. My eldest is a teenager, and watching him go through even the same school that I went to, and just how far some of these things, performing arts, music, art, culture, sports, have come since I was there last. Opportunities like Polyfest, for me, weren't anywhere near at the same level as they are now.
Although this is something that's been going 50 years. I mean, that's almost long enough for it to be something which happened back in my day, which I'm sure it was, actually represent Manukau High School. But there we go. What sort of things are important about it? I know that not just personally, but professionally, the crew at Life FM are going this year.
Yeah. So that's something that a kaupapa that I'm jumping on board with, supporting as digital. We have a fun little activation there. We're going to be taking a miniature radio booth, so students can come and have a bit of a play on a mini desk, hear themselves, record themselves on their own phones. It's going to be great, but I mean, that's just, what we have to offer to the children. For them, I know my son, having performed last year at Polyfest for Westlake Boys, Division 2, love that. For them, this is really, the majority of them, their finest hour in terms of being able to embrace their culture and particularly perform at a really high level, because Polyfest is competitive over a series of days and divisions with promotion and relegation. So there's a really special element of pride for these kids that they don't have the opportunity to necessarily express in many other places.
Yeah, and I mean, let's see how far we can take this comparison with Te Matatini. In some ways, yes, it is a younger group. It's still as competitive, and there's a little bit of international rivalry that goes with that as well, instead of just different iwi. But also at the same time, this is for high school kids. So in some ways, it's a little bit more of, yes, there's the competition, but there's also the celebration. Although, I'm losing the metaphor here, because that's also very much a part of Te Matatini.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why these arts, performing arts and cultural festivals are so important. Te Matatini, obviously, very much Te Ao Māori focused, and Kapahaka specifically. Polyfest, a Samoan stage, Tongan stage, Niue, Cook Islands, the Te Wananga o Aotearoa Māori stage, and then a diversity stage, which encompasses all, you've got Fiji, Tokelau, even Korean, Indian, it's really getting quite broad in its representation of the different performing arts, music, culture, and speech competitions from this incredibly beautifully diverse and wide range of cultures. It's incredible.
I think it's a wonderful thing to be starting off at a high school level, because at high school, certainly the high school I went to, again, Manukau High School represent, there's so much diversity within the cultures. And there's a little bit of rivalry there, but actually being able to say, hey, let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate, hey, here's this guy who's from a different culture that I'm in the same English class as him, but I get to see what his cultural expressions are. We get to celebrate that at a high school level, and putting these values of acceptance and celebrating multiculturalism, putting those in at an early level, it's a great thing to be involved with.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a fantastic example, because, ways in which we express our culture. Say for me, in my whānau, obviously, when there's a tangi, I go to the marae and we waiata and we kōrero, and there's, whai kōrero and speech making, and there's an opportunity for me to express my culture there. But that's limited, and what it isn't is visible to when I go into school. Those other children that I go to school with never really get opportunities to see me practicing those beautiful parts of the culture that I'm so proud of. And so, this is exactly that. The people who are in the kapahaka group, performing on the Te Wananga o Aotearoa, Māori stage, being able to see just the Samoan groups from their same schools, the Tongan groups, and just how much effort, pride that they have, and being able to see how that's actually exhibited. I mean, that's exactly what this is for other children to see each other's cultures, to experience them, the food, the sounds, the smells, and to go, I see you, bro. That's amazing.
And to be able to celebrate that and acknowledge the importance of it. And I love the fact that, I mean, it's not necessarily competitive. It's not like saying, so are the Samoans better than the Tongans? No, you've got the individual stages competing within their own specialities, but being able to celebrate each other's identity in that space. I mean, hey, a wonderful space to be. Now, Life FM involved this year. Maybe you get a booth for me next year for Rhema.
Hey, how about we get some native tongue going and thoughts and comments coming to you live from Polyfest?
That might be a good
bilingually.
thing.
How good.
For the 51st edition. Now, all the best for your involvement with it this week. But thanks for popping in. Thanks for being part of the show.
Kia ora, Andrew.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us in the Rhema studio. Thanks very much for watching the interview. It's kind of nice to have an audience, actually. And if you did like what you watched, then do give us a like, do give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more interviews like that one, or perhaps even better, subscribe and those interviews will come straight to you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.